Hello everybody, welcome back to 100 Line Last Defense Academy, baby. Here we go. Hello Ponta, hello Maringer, hello X-Squid. I've missed this. Honestly, I'm right there with you, buddy. Today I've discovered a banana inside my backpack and was there for 2.5 weeks. Dude, what? Can't even call that a banana at this point. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy. Like the fucking thing was like full of magas at this point, I bet. Oh boy. Guys, we're so back. We are so fucking back, boys. Okay. Things are gonna get big today. Cause we finished the comedy route last time. Right? Last time, for you guys that missed the fucking last, I don't know, 12, 13, 15 streams, we were playing the comedy route. We went through like the fish arc, the smartass arc, the arc where Takumi gets depressed because he thought that Nozomi didn't like him because of a device that Tsubasa made that had nothing to do with affection. And there was another one that escapes me right now. But the point is, that route is over, and now we're not gonna talk about comedy. We're gonna get down to business. So right now, I'm gonna like jump straight into it because I'm tired of talking about comedy route. There's no point in talking about it. What I want to talk about is the route we're gonna jump into right now, because we are going back to like the, you know, I guess I'll say like the second scenario division of the game here, right? This one right here. However, we are gonna stop right here. Instead of sacrificing Kyoshika, we're gonna sacrifice Tsubasa first. And like we discussed before, this route seems to be relatively short because it can't go after day 40. So it's very interesting. Like we discussed here, we have Story Log 2 at play. These are the only two last choices we have, sacrificing Takamaru and sacrificing Tsubasa. Both choices will not go to day 100, it seems like. This one seems like it can't go past day 71. Right? Unless like it's like a situation where like, oh, there's a choice here and there's a choice here, then the route continues right here. But I doubt that's the case, right? I doubt that's the case. Because usually these routes tend to follow like the line, right? That's like the route line. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this. Like story lock 2, if I were to guess, is gonna be here just because there's like more space here. I would find it weird to have a story lock in a route that only goes up to day 40. So in all likelihood, it's gonna be there. So yeah, before we jump into this, just a small recap of like what happened up until this point and what are like the consequences I'm expecting for this. So this is like the spare Aito route, of course, and we also revealed the time traveling secret, right? And then we had the choice to save Second to Last Defense Academy or our academy, and in this route we chose Second to Last Defense Academy, which means Darumi is dead, unfortunately. And that's very depressing, naturally. And then, of course, we rescued Nigo, we rescued Moko, Nozomi, Kurara, Yugamu, everyone from Second to Last Defense Academy is in our team. The only one currently dead is Darumi. And then in this particular choice, we also decided to reveal Nozomi's secret. And this is what got Kurara extremely pissed because she doesn't like being lied to. And a huge point of sacrificing Kiyoshika in this route is because her last wish was for Nozomi and Kurara to make up, you know? Kurara sort of like dissed her by saying, hey, go grab a Tsuchinoko and then I'll become friends with Nozomi again. And then she did make a toy Tsuchinoko, and after we sacrificed her, like after we made the choice to sacrifice her before she died, she gave Nozomi a toy Tsuchinoko. I think she made with a gift-o-matic or something. And that's sort of what got Nozomi and Kurara to become friends again. So without Kiyoshika's sacrifice, and let's not forget that she's like, before we make this choice, she's like asking us to choose her, right? She's the only one that's like willing to do this. And thus we chose her and we went down the second scenario route. But yeah, she was like asking for this. She wanted to fulfill this role. And by not doing that, Kurara and Nozomi are gonna be in sort of like a rift for the foreseeable future, I assume. So this is like the biggest consequence of not choosing Kiyoshika here. And of course, we can also get into like Tsubasa being extremely important for like future machines and traps and whatnot. But you know, we've been through other routes and it seems like everyone can make like the poison machine for Daosha or whatever, even though we're not even getting as far as Daosha in this route. And this is like the other thing that sort of is interesting to think about. Not having Tsubasa in our team, like what are the consequences for that? Like is the route ending soon because not having Tsubasa as an ally is gonna cause some crazy consequences down the line? You know, I don't necessarily recall any particular instances where where Tsubasa's help was like essential for our survival exactly, especially not in this route, you know. But it could happen. It could definitely happen. And up until now, Aito's still in the cage. You know, Veshin has heard about the time traveling stuff, so she's like she's gonna steal Commander. She stole Pakran when we fought her in the Last Defense Academy. We also killed Parmith in Second to Last Defense Academy, and Mervrim, of course, as usual. So yeah, her presence itself is essential. Yeah, I love me some Tsubasa, but unfortunately, the game requires us to kill her in this particular route, so that's what we're gonna do. There's a bunch of banana goo now, and I have to clean it out somehow. That's a weird line out of context. I just realized what's gonna happen now. Yeah. And just like that, you wished this stream was never gonna happen. Anyways, boys, I think that's it for the preamble. I don't know if I have any specific predictions. I know this is gonna hurt. I know this is gonna be really sad because, you know, it's Tsubasa. She didn't want to do this. Like, when we had the three choices, Takemata was like, you know, if you want to choose me, so be it. And Kiyoshika was like, Sartakami, you must choose me. And Tsubasa was the only one that was like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die, you know? So, this is gonna sting, but it is what it is. Here we go, boys. We have an Undying Flames bomb, by the way. I think, like, the choice is to literally choose who's gonna explode themselves using the Undying Flames bomb, because that's what Kiyoshika used. So I assume that's what Tsubasa is gonna do. The interesting thing would be if Tsubasa actually doesn't do it, if we choose Tsubasa, and something else happens. Like, what if Tsubasa just runs away? I don't know. It could happen, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see.
Tsubasa? I really wish there were another way, but... will you do it?
Huh? Me?
Wait! Sir Takumi! Why Lady Tsubasa and not me?
You gotta reconsider! If you're gonna make her, I'll fucking do it instead, man!
Yeah, I knew this is how it was gonna go.
There's no time! Kawana will detonate the bomb, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
Oh.
I'll do it. For everyone.
God damn it, Tsubasa.
Tsubasa! No! If Lady Tsubasa is gone, who will repair the machinery?
The machinery... Is something broken? Is the revival-matic broken or some shit? Or are they, like, saying about potential instances in the future where things could break and we need repairs? I guess that is one thing that Tsubasa is essential for. But I don't remember. I looked at my notes and I don't remember anything being broken. Hold on, let me just check this. I'll be broken after this, so reconsider. I mean, they're gonna mention it. I'm not gonna waste too much time reading my notes because I don't wanna butcher this scene. Let's just keep the ball rolling.
I'm prepared to give up my life! Why would you ask her?
Magadori, it's been decided. It's time. We're launching the bomb now. Whack that thing with your infuser like you mean it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Takumi, you turned back time to win this fight, right?
Chills.
If I sacrifice myself now, we'll win, right?
You know we're not going to because this route ends at day 40. God fucking damn it, brother. You know, oh, man, I keep saying this. I keep saying stuff like this, but I just keep going back to that idea of, like, maybe this route ends at day 40, but what happens is this entire route gets fucked and we have no other choice but to use the parallel leap machine and jump to another timeline, and that's how we explain the, like, the random sponsors that just keep walking around in other timelines. You know, I just keep having that idea in my mind, but you know, it's in all likelihood those come from Starlock 1, so I don't know, but maybe, like, that's what actually causes them to want to get some sort of victory at the end. It's Tsubasa's last wish, because she was like, you know, if I sacrifice myself, we'll win, right? And then we don't in this timeline, but just so that they can fulfill Tsubasa's wish, they go around in other timelines trying to make some amount of victory, you know?
Yeah, we're going to win.
Yeah, about that.
You promise? You have to win, okay? Everybody has to live.
I promise, Tsubasa.
Yeah.
The thing is, this route is not required to play Starlock 1, which probably means that this is not gonna happen, that any of this is not gonna happen, but, you know.
Okay. Here it goes. See you.
Great voice acting.
I'm sorry, Lady Tsubasa.
Damn it!
Hey, can you tell my family something? Tell them I'm sorry for not coming home.
Yeah, you don't even have a family, girl. That's so fucked.
Tell them I'm sorry for abandoning Grandpa's workshop. Tell them I love them.
Yeah, I'll tell them. I will. Lady Tsubasa!
The rest of you, get back inside. If you're out there when it goes off, you'll be caught in the blast too.
Do we have a cutscene? We had one for Kyoshka. Yes, we do. She can't do it. She can't do it. She can't do it. Oh, did she? The bomb flew towards Veshna's, but she repelled it. And it flew past the wall of fire without detonating. Whoa. Indifferent to our bewilderment, Veshna's detransformed. Holy fuck, she couldn't do it. Then turned to confront Tsubasa. She's gonna kill Tsubasa. God damn it. I can't believe I need to voice Veshna's. What the fuck? What was that? For a moment, I was worried you'd pulled some kind of ace out of your sleeve, but... Did you lose your nerve? Did you need to do something to activate that bomb? Did you screw it up? Don't tell me you were told to suicide bomb me. You might have been able to kill me if you'd sacrificed yourself. That bomb was your last resort. I mean, you keep coming back no matter how many times I kill you. I thought you were prepared for death. Thank you, little girl. I'll reward you by saving you for last. For last? Have you forgotten what you're doing here in all your fear? I am going to kill all of you. My superior greatness will obliterate you all. All of us taking cover in the war room hurried into the schoolyard. Tsubasa! Get back, Tsubasa! You guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was too scared. I couldn't even move. Takumi, we're just gonna have to take her on an old-fashioned way. Understood. I shall fight too. Sire, that was our only chance to use that bomb, right? I barely managed to pull the one bomb together. And now that she knows it exists, she's not going to let herself get hit. Then we're going to have to fight her head on. I don't think she's gonna want to fight us right now. You could surrender. I want to research you. If you survive, I'll keep a few of you alive as guinea pigs. Stop screwing with us! We're here to defeat you. You must know you have no chance of defeating me. You couldn't possibly be that foolish. So long as we don't give up, we have a chance. I know that better than anyone. Yeah. You gotta, you can do it if you try. Karawa philosophy. Oh, this is so utterly pathetic. I can't even bring myself to feel angry anymore. I'll ask one last time. Are you sure you don't want to surrender? Of course not. Very well then. Let my benevolent self grant your wishes. With that, Veshna has once again enveloped herself in cryptoglobin and transformed. Where is this going? Is this actually gonna end right here? Is this gonna be like one of those super short routes? Because it's kind of weird that this isn't a voice acted. Usually when things are not voice acted, it means that they're not actually that important, especially when it's like in a battlefield. And this route had a pretty big split on the timeline sprite sheet or whatever you want to call it. So I assumed this was going to go at least somewhat far. But it doesn't seem like that's the case, at least not the way this is building up.
Our grief, our sorrow, our pain. Feel it in every last one of your cells.
Time seemed to stretch on for an eternity after that. We learned the hard way that Veshnas had been holding back until that moment. Maybe trying to use that bomb against her just set off her rage like a powder keg. The difference in power was overwhelming.
Pathetic and weak.
I don't think this is gonna like end right away. I think she's gonna kill a bunch of us. But something weird is gonna happen. Like maybe Siri, without any options, will release Ato or something. It's weird. I struggle to believe this is just gonna end with Veshnas just wiping everyone out. And yet, we couldn't afford to lose. Losing would mean the end. The end of Last Defense Academy. All of us, and the future of humanity. Even if we're covered in wounds. Even if our legs can barely hold us up. We'd still rise again to slash at Veshnas. But our blades never reached her. In the end, all we could see was red. Despair. All of the light had left our world. Eventually, we lost consciousness, and then... What day is it? What day is it? Let's see. Oh, she's gonna keep Takumi as a guinea pig. She did say she was gonna... Yeah, she did say she was gonna do that. I assume everyone else is dead. You're awake. Veshnas stood before me. My whole body hurt. My limbs were completely I don't know how to pronounce that. Immobile. I think immobile. My limbs were completely immobile. I couldn't even let out a sound. Oh, hey, it's Zenta. Hello. Overlord Veshnas. Yes, Zenta. The one called Zenta dropped to her knees before Veshnas as she answered. We located and seized the suspicious device the invaders were using to revive themselves. Okay. Destroy it. As you wish. And what about the invaders? As you ordered, they were beaten and bound. Invaders? Do they mean us? Bound? Not killed? Where is this going? This is so interesting. I wonder if we're just gonna become like armature for the small invaders. We're just gonna turn into them. Does that mean everyone is still alive? Don't destroy the other facilities. I want to further investigate their base. One of them should be able to tell us something. Find them and make them talk. That's Ato right there. Understood. What do we do about this one? Leave him be. I want to talk to him briefly. Are you sure? Isn't it dangerous to... Dangerous? Yeah, she killed Zenta. Veshnas had her sword in her hand before we could even blink. It must be the power of her cryptoglobin. The tip of it was pointed a hair's breadth away from Zenta's eye. Okay, so not killed her exactly, but just threatening her. You think he's more dangerous than me? I like this. It seems like we're finally doing an exploration of Veshnas a little more. Because she does have this god complex, right? And at the moment that one of her subordinates goes like implies that she could be weaker than one of her opponents, she immediately just goes full Nazi, you know? Who do you think you're speaking to? My deepest apologies. Get out of my sight. Yes, ma'am. Now then, you're their leader, right? Your base has fallen into my almighty hands, and I've captured that strange robot. It was a surprisingly unsatisfying conclusion. We fought for so long, you don't even know the half of it. And yet, I don't know all there is to know about this war. I crave knowledge to feed my superiority. I must know all that I wish to know. Everything. It's your fault humanity has suffered. Now then, tell me everything. If you do, I may spare your life. A great enemy makes a great warrior, after all. Shall I make you a slave to my greatness? It would be amusing to keep an enemy as a pet. Who would ever want to belong to you? There's no need to put on a brave face. Your friends aren't here. There's only one way out of this. No. I'll never give in to you. Oh, those eyes. There was another pair of eyes, Daosha, that once looked at me the same way. Just like you, he was a weakling of a man. Yeah, that's gotta be Daosha. It's gotta be Daosha. Because Daosha is the only person that hasn't submitted to Vesh's, and that's why she imprisoned him. That's why he's considered a war criminal. And yet, it was almost like he was proud of his weakness. Exactly. I want you. You know, I'm not on the Veshness train. I don't think very highly of her. I would for anyone else in this game, pretty much. Like of the students, like not the commanders so much. Daosha's pretty cool though. I might submit to Daosha. What do you suppose that man is doing now? I don't give a shit. You're just as stubborn as he is too. I'm so interested in where this is going, boys. So interested. Are we going to like their base? Are we gonna be in the same cell as Daosha? Like, that's crazy. I love that we're actually seemingly going in a direction where we give a lot more character to Veshnas and the commanders, because that's one of the things that I kept talking about that I was disappointed that we didn't get. So if this is like the commanders route, that's really cool. What? Oh. Wow, she undressed you from the class armor. That's really considerate of her. It's becoming already more interesting than I thought. Yeah, Tsubasa's not dead. In actuality, we get plot. I hate that I have to voice Veshnas because I never had to be on the spot like that. No, Veshnas swimsuit, dude. If she uses that as a form of like, as a form of manipulation, that would be pretty crazy. Where am I? You're finally awake. Veshnas! Are you bound? My body hurts. I still have my injuries and scrapes. But I'm still alive. Why am I still alive? Because she finds you amusing and she wants information out of you. I wondered about this base, but it seems like you were living a rather comfortable life here. The heroes lost to such feckless people are truly pathetic. Or perhaps they were never up to the task in the first place.
Why are you keeping me alive?
Why, you ask? Possibly because she wants to toy with you. She wants to make you suffer for everything you've done. She wants to exert dominance over you. She wants... Here's, like, the thing about Veshnas. I think what's actually happening, like, at the bottom of it, is Veshnas wants people to submit to her, and Takumi is refusing to do so. So she's gonna try to break him to the point of despair until he actually he, like, acknowledges his position below her. You lost. You have no right to decide what happens to you. I decide when to kill you. That didn't answer the question.
Everyone was captured, Siri included. What does she plan on doing if she's not going to kill us right away?
I've made my subordinates investigate most of the place. Seems like there's a few dozen days until an attack gets launched from here. Luckily, that leaves a lot of time. There are things I want to know before I destroy this place. Or perhaps I could use this base so my superior self can rise to the position of the new god.
It's not. It's not over. I won't give up. So long as I'm alive, I haven't lost.
Incomprehensible. I know you have no other plans. All that's left is to find out how easily I let death come to you. All you can do is beg and hope for mercy. Yeah, exactly. And that's not what Takumi's doing. And that's why you want to keep him alive, because you want to see him go down that route like everyone else does. So then, why haven't you abandoned all hope?
Isn't it obvious? I can't lose hope. I need to protect everyone. I promised I would.
Are you hoping for some kind of miracle? Hoping your friends will come save you?
I'm wholeheartedly expecting Eito to come and stab Veshnas.
This isn't a matter of believing until you manifest something. I have shown you enough of my strength to make that very clear. You lost. You can't turn back time. You can turn back time all you like, but you cannot best me. Just who are you, anyway? You're not a warrior, are you? Same with that scared little girl. A warrior would have died honorably. And it's not like a warrior to be so incorrigibly stubborn. Just what are you people? On top of that, how are you able to use that power? The power of God.
Power of God? I'm not telling you a thing, no matter what you do to me. I felt fear under Veshnas' cold gaze, but surprisingly, she turned her back to me without saying a word. Hey, where are you going?
You're hoping I'll kill you and get it over with. Right? But to kill someone who wants to die is to grant him his wish. And I feel like I have a much more suitable role for you.
Suitable role?
I've developed some interest in you, seeing as you came back in time to challenge us. So I've decided to keep you alive. That is the decision of the great Veshnas.
And with that, she left.
Yeah, you're chained.
That's when I realized I was bound in chains by my ankles. It didn't seem like I'd be able to break them and make a run for it. Even if Vashness is only keeping me alive on a whim, I know what she wants. She wants to steal his power. The reason she hasn't just destroyed the school is because she wants to learn about our mission. And she may be planning to launch an attack on everyone taking refuge on the artificial satellite. Yeah, shoutouts to second scenario. But even if we did talk, it's not like we have anything to tell her. I bet Siri hid information from us in anticipation of a situation like this. But if he is still alive, we still have hope, yes, FB. Our mission hasn't failed yet. I can buy some time. And while I do, I need to think of what to do next. This isn't a matter of believing until you manifest something. I have shown you enough of my strength to make that very clear. I know how strong she is, and I know I can't win alone. But I can't give up. Even if everyone else has given up, I need to hold out.
Hey!
I'm so interested where this is going. This is like perhaps the most interesting route we've played since Slasher route. Motherfucker! Let me go! You think this shit's gonna keep me down? I'm the immortal Takemoto, bitch! I'll kill your asses! Get these chains off me! Enough screeching worm! Stay put! Who is this? Oh wait, that was Adamakio. I thought it was Zenta. God, I'm not gonna recognize them from the masks. Is this Zenshin? I'm gonna do very generic voices for them because I don't know. Oh, you kicked it. You can't do that, Adamakio. Overlord Veshinus didn't tell you we could toy with them, did she? I think that's Valagarzo. Overlord Veshinus will scold us. All of us. Packard is the one with the X. Parmith we killed. We killed Parmith in Second to Last Defense Academy. Pretty sure. Is it Tsurantami? I don't think it is. But it could be. I'm assuming this one is Valagarzo. And that one is Enshin. It was Tsurantami. No, wait. Wait, those two were Tsurantami and New Gank? Really? Oh, wow. Okay. So it was Tsurantami. Tsurantami, New Gank. Are you just scared of that crazy bitch? She's the one who told us to put them in confinement, right? It's only natural to knock them back in line if they start shit. It pisses me off having to babysit these freaks. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. Maybe this is Valagarzo. But that like Quenzelate. Oh, okay. Guys, I'm so bad at like reminding their face. Their designs are like they just blend together. I apologize. Keep bad-mouthing her and maybe I'll snitch to Overlord Veshinus. Now that this is Tsurantami, I don't know if I should do like a if I should do like a high-pitched voice. I wouldn't put it past Quenzelate to do exactly that, you know? Bunch of fucking pussies. That scared of the hag, are you? Oh, he did it again. Adamakio, that's enough. Did you forget what happened to Overlord Dosha? Tuh. How the hell could I? We swore our loyalty to Overlord Veshness. Getting wild ideas will only lead to regret. Fuck!
Why are you kicking it?
Who gives a shit? It's not against the teachings.
What is Overlord Veshness doing anyway?
She's resting at the moment.
Is she still keeping them alive?
Seems so. We're supposed to lock each of them in their rooms and take turns watching them.
Are you locking them all individually in their rooms? That I don't know, man. That just feels like too much work to watch every single room individually. It would be way better if you just locked them all in the same room, like the Strange Pods room or something.
And in the event of an interrogation, we take them to Overlord Veshness. Why can't we just slit their throats? We should just destroy this shithole already. This really crawls up my ass. By the way, where's Ava? I don't see her anywhere.
She's having that girl who got cold feet before the suicide bombing her chill around the building. Okay. I guess she's willing to talk since she's such a coward. Would have been faster to just kill them.
For now, Adamakia will keep an eye on them until Ava's back. Tuh, that moody little bitch better get back here soon. You hear that, shitbags? Listen up. Try to run and I'll beat your fucking brains out.
That would be much more fun. I want to get this job over with and go home.
What's with that? Nothing to say? It's not even worth trying to intimidate you. I can't believe Valagarzo and the rest died to these scumbags.
Valagarzo is dead? Oh, that was the... Wait. The battle... Okay. The battle that we started this timeline in is the one between Valagarzo and Zanshin. Okay. I guess I forgot to read that part of my notes. Okay.
And her too.
Parmith? Parmith? I assume. Interesting. Interesting that he specifically highlighted one of them. Oh god, is Adamakio Parmith's beloved? Is Adamakio Parmith's beloved, bro? Oh god, it's... Oh, Adamakio Parmith's beloved, bro. Let's go. We assumed it was Veshness because we didn't know any better, but it seems like it was actually Adamakio. That's crazy. So the two are lovers. That's awesome.
Where is everyone? Are they being held somewhere like I am? I wish I could at least see if they're okay.
I think Packern had a beloved. No, that was Parmith. That was Parmith.
Damn it, what do I do? Veshness didn't show up that day.
Guys, I'm loving this route. Like, oh my god, this is so cool.
On one hand, I was relieved. On the other, I was frustrated that nothing was happening. I try to curl up into a ball and sleep in order to heal my wounds faster.
I like that we're getting multiple POVs.
Multiple POVs from the others besides Takumi. That's always a plus.
I like having more lines from the commanders. Yeah, that's like... I love giving them character because we never gave them character at all. Like, they were just like bosses with like one, I guess, personality trait, and then that was it. I like that we're actually making them actual characters. You know, because I've talked about this, but I sort of wanted to do like a character tier list at the end of this game. And honestly, I would just rank all the commanders like super low because I never thought much of them. Maybe Ava is like Ava is the only one that would go higher than any of them.
But now that, you know, this has the potential to change me. I like that Quenzile has sort of like a Yugamo personality. You know, Adamakio is very Takemaru coded. We don't know exactly how Parmith was, but she seems to feel very strongly about Adamakio, or her beloved, which seems to be Adamakio. Yeah. Packard still only has intro lines and that's it. Yeah. Crazy. I really like that, boys. Like, in Veshna's, like, out of all of them, Veshna's having more character besides just being, like, this god complex little bitch, you know? I love that. That's really cool. I tried and failed. The school was supposed to be my home here. But now, my mind and body, they rejected the idea of sleeping here defenseless. Storylock 2. Nah. If we get Storylock 2, I might just keep going. Because fuck this game. This route is too good. Although, I don't know, man. We'll see. It depends on how it goes. I'll decide on the spot. Also, I apologize if my commander voices aren't that great. You know, it's hard to, like... It's hard to me as a voice actor to, like, come up with voices on the spot for them, never having done them, when their designs look exactly the same. So I'm just, like, basing it off, like, what we heard of them, and I'm trying to do my best. Was Veshna going to come today? That would mean another day without any clue as to how I might be able to get out of this. If that's even possible anyway, that is. It was just then that I saw a silhouette approach the leisure lounge. Huh? That's not Veshna's, is it Ava? Tsubasa. Aww. Tsubasa! Thank God you're alive! I try to get close to her, but...
Hey!
Aww. Is this finally the route where we're gonna accept a hug from Tsubasa, you motherfucker? Aw, damn! Right, I can't move freely because of the chains. Wait, what? What are you doing walking around freely, Tsubasa? I brought you food. I'll just set it here, bro. She's being like their servant. She's being like, wow, this is like really crazy. God damn it. Oh, god damn it. It's so interesting. You see, like, how weird she's acting around Takumi. She's sort of acting like the commander servant. She's granted freedom, right? She was allowed to roam around. And Veshna did say that she did not perceive them as warriors. And I think specifically in the case of Tsubasa, who didn't even have the courage to harm Veshna, I think she noticed that Tsubasa will not be a threat, so they're using her as their, like, maid per se, right? Like their servant. And the thing is, Takumi literally decided to sacrifice her before this all happened. And now she has, like, this group of people who were sort of allowing her to just be free, allowing her to just, you know, do whatever, right? And Tsubasa deep down didn't want to die. She wanted to go back to the workshop. She wanted to go back to her family. So now it's like this interesting thing where, like, Takumi wanted to kill her and these guys are sheltering her. So there's, like, an interesting rift going on here between these two, and that's so fucking crazy, bro. God, that's like insanely good. That's, like, good writing. God, she doesn't even want small talk with him. She's probably gonna leave right after this, isn't she? Yep, exactly. I knew it. I knew it. God damn it, that's so good. That was all Tsubasa said before she turned away. Hey, wait! Yep, she's not gonna stop. She's not gonna stop. You wanted to sacrifice her life, Takumi. Guys, okay. Omori Enjoyer, can you fact check something for me? Did Kadaka write this route? I just want to know that. Yes or no? Just say yes or no. Don't say who did it. Just say yes or no. If you could check that for me, that's crazy. Because I'm already picking so many good signs from this. My cries were in vain as Tsubasa practically fled out of the room. I can't... God damn it. I can't reach the food from here. Gak, bro. Dude, she's like going to feed everyone. That's crazy. Oh my god, dude, this route is so sick. We're getting this like macro view of the entire thing. It's so cool. Oh my god, guys, I'm so fucking hyped. God damn it, I'm so glad I took that like hiatus from comedy route, because I was able to like jump into this with a clear mind and just really connect with the story again, which is something that I couldn't do with comedy route, and it was pissing me off. Oh, this is what I'm all about, dude. Let's go. This is amazing. Yes! Oh, hell yes, I knew it. I fucking knew it, okay? Like, this is like the type of writing that I expect from Kadaka. This is awesome. This is fucking, like, the way that Veshinus is being written, the way that Tsubasa is being written, it's like, it smells of Kadaka, bro. I knew it. You, what are you doing here? I brought you food. I'll just set it here. Bro, I think that's the first time a woman has ever stepped into Gaku's room, by the way. Don't want it. Probably poisoned. It's not. I ate it. It's fine. Oh. All of us are shut in here, so why do you get to walk around and eat? Huh? Well... Did you join them? Did you sell us out? I mean, it's kind of like a 50-50 on that. I didn't. Then why are you the only one that's not chained up? Can't tell me, huh? Then I don't need your food, man. Hiriko said you should eat. She said if you don't, you won't regain any stamina. She said there's no other option right now. She did? I don't know if she did. I think here just trying to... I think it's so interesting. God damn it. I think Tsubasa might be just making this up so that Gaku actually eats, because right now they're perceiving her as a traitor, and it could be like an interesting thing where like Tsubasa is actually trying to do her best from like an insider's position to revert this entire situation and bring our mission back into full motion, right? I know if that's what she's doing, but she seems at least concerned about Gaku. And the only reason she would have for that, if she isn't a traitor, is just trying to, you know, at least keep them alive for the future because she's cooking, right? But Takumi specifically, she's like having more strong feelings about, because he's the one, again, that chose to sacrifice her. Sorry, I'll be back. So interesting, bro. Ima. Oh. Wait, that's Nozomi. What? Why Ima? Okay. Sorry. I just like looked at all the pink and was like, oh yeah, that's like all the Kako furniture. But no, that's Nozomi. I am stupid. Takumi. What are you doing right now? Where are you? Are you hiding somewhere waiting for an opportunity? Are you still alive? You haven't given up hope yet, have you? Honestly, like, the fucking hope and despair shit is also fucking reeks of Kadaka. Son of a bitch. They're really emphasizing the D and the H word. Okay. Okay, how far are we going? Day 20? Down and dirty, it's day... No, it's 20. It doesn't rhyme. Thanks for the food. Tsubasa brings me food twice a day. She leaves immediately, maybe on Veshinus' orders, but I managed to get her to talk to me a little after desperately calling her name. She told me that everyone is safe and that they're locked up in their rooms. Their commanders are watching them and they're forbidden from speaking to one another. Vashon has decided that Tsubasa could be useful after she wasn't able to detonate the bomb. And now she's been ordered to show them around the school and to do chores. Yeah, basically their servant. Tsubasa figures that if she disobeys them, we'll all be killed, so she feels she has to comply. Yeah, at least that's what she's telling us specifically. But deep down, you know, there's like an opportunity for her here, right? There's like an opportunity for her to survive, right? It's gonna be a matter of like how selfish she is, right? Would she actually put our mission above everything else? But the thing is, if she actually keeps obeying them, they still have the opportunity to destroy the satellite and every single member of her family. So it would pretty much defeat the point. So I wanna, moving forward, I think I'm gonna assume that Tsubasa is deep down going to be on our side because our mission is ultimately gonna save the people she loves the most. So yeah, I think that makes more sense. But it seems that everyone else thinks of her as a traitor for it. Yeah, I don't think that's fully the case. I just think she has particular feelings towards you for trying to sacrifice her. I need to get going. Sure, thanks for talking to me. I can rest a bit easier now. What's up? Yeah, you guys gotta talk about that. Takumi, do you think I'm a traitor too? No, I don't. You just told me everything. Interesting. Aw, the guilt. Okay, that feels more in character for her. Because yeah, if anything, that isn't where this started. It started from the moment where she couldn't destroy the bomb. But it's my fault this happened. If I just been able to set off the bomb. If you had, you'd be dead. No one should have been forced to do that. No one can blame you. You shouldn't blame yourself either. That's not true. I mean, you're the one who picked me to do it, Takumi. Gosh darn it. Oh boy, Kadaka, you son of a bitch. With that, Tsubasa vanished, almost as if she was running away. Yup, that's the thing, Takumi. You did pick her. Now that I can think about it calmly and rationally, choosing Tsubasa was a mistake in the first place. Tsubasa isn't the kind of person that could suicide bomb the enemy. And yet I chose her anyway. I'm the one who got us in this mess. I made the wrong decision. But it's not as if asking Hiroshika or Takemaru would have been any better. I needed to do something. And yet, I couldn't. Wow. Humph. You ran that mouth of yours, and yet you're still wallowing in misery. You! Vashna's had shown up beside me without me noticing. Well, are you regretting your choices? I could lop off your hands and feet to make you answer. Do you understand the reason I'm not doing that? It's because I'm not trying to interrogate or even torment you. I simply wish to talk to you. Talk to me? What for? What does she want to know? Yeah, I do. I have regrets. Interesting. Why? Why do you have regrets? Why? You made an error in judgment as a commander. That must be it. It's not a matter of error in judgment, because I think that's how Veshinus perceives it. It's like it was a strategically bad decision. It's what Veshinus thinks he's feeling. But at the end of the day, it's not exactly that. It's like the regret of having to put someone on the spot, like the emotional punch that comes with it, not the strategic disadvantage that decision gave us. Yeah, sure, Takumi. That's why I regret it. I wish I'd made the right decision. What do you think will come of all of these thoughts of yours? If you win, you control everything. If you lose, everything is taken from you. That's war in a way, yes. Are you trying to tell me that since I lost, regrets are pointless? That is one way to look at it for sure. Naturally, you can't change what's happened. Yeah, this is like a more aggressive way of imposing the having trust in your decision type deal. You know, no regrets. Just go with the flow. Embrace your decisions and learn from them, become better. Well, you're redoing the past, right? I suppose that's why you're full of regret. Dude, New Gank's gotta jump into this conversation, bro. If someone has regrets, it's New Gank. I like how we're approaching this, because we're really tunneling down. I'm gonna be honest, I think Story Lecture is gonna show up somewhere around here. And we are really emphasizing this idea of regret. We're emphasizing the idea that Takumi couldn't really embrace the scenario he had put himself in, and he had to go back in time and to redo things. Essentially, he did not have trust in his decision by then. He had regrets, and he let those regrets consume him and try to change everything. That's also probably why you lost. That's possible too. Yeah. What do you mean? The commander must weigh all possibilities and select just one of a multitude of strategies. And then they must try to seize victory. But because you went back in time once before, you naively believed you always had the option to redo things. That dulled your judgment. You were unable to make the correct choice. No. Yep, there it is. You didn't have trust in your decision. That's what I'm talking about. You were unable to believe in your choice. That's why you regret your decision. God, like the thematic undertones of these are so good. The fact that I was able to pinpoint that this was Kadaka written is crazy. You're unable to have confidence in your choices. Yep. Finally dawned on you that you didn't trust Katawa's advice. We're gonna flash back immediately to what Katawa told him before. Okay, maybe not. I only walk the paths I believe. This is like really cool. I like what they're doing with Veshinus and Takumi, because they're sort of, I guess, portraying Veshinus as this person who has unanimous belief in everything she does. She has no regrets. She just always believes that she's on the right, that every decision that comes from her is the right decision, because she's just that, you know, she's just got such a strong hubris. Whereas Takumi is someone more emotional, someone who, instead of thinking about choices with his purely with his mind on a strategic basis, he thinks of them as, you know, as a human, right? Even though he's not human, but you know what I mean. Like he sort of like humanizes his choices, and he tends to take a more I guess, emotional approach when he considers them, and that's like the difference, the juxtaposition between Vashnis and Takumi. And I like that they're doing that, because it's always a smart thing to have the antagonist sort of, I guess, oppose the protagonist's ideals in one way or another. And the fact that Kodaka's writing this, and we're bringing really strongly this idea that goes back into the having trust in your decision theme of this game, that's like really cool. I like that. I only walk the paths I believe in. The only path that lies before my greatness is the one I have chosen to take. Exactly. That's what I said. Vashnis has always believed she's on the right. All those under my command shall follow me down that path. Because they know if they do, victory awaits them. A future awaits them. Takes some nerve to say that when you kill your comrades and steal their power. It must be done, and since I have decided to do so, it is the correct choice. Of course it is. Oh boy. That's why they won't cross me. Well, I don't know what goes on in their heads. But what matters is that, consequently, they don't defy me. And we're bringing the idea of defiance and Tsubasa being a traitor. Oh! That's good. That's fucking awesome, bro. That's fucking awesome. Guys, give me a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but this is fucking awesome. We're bringing everything to the table.
All right, I'm back. I had to take a while because I was like cleaning my throat. It was like mucus was building up, so I had to go. Bro's losing his mind over Kodaka's involvement. Can't blame it. Honestly, yes, I am, because this is like the writing I expect from him, and it's like what I signed up this game for. But what matters is that consequently they don't defy me. You're always unsteady on your feet. Your determination ever wavering. The lives of your friends hinged on the decisions you made in such a precarious state. So you're telling me you've never regretted anything? What a foolish question. Of course not. Everything was my choice. There was never any need for regret. Then I'll be your first regret! Yo. Takumi just grew a pair. What the fuck, bro? That was like one of the sickest lines in his entire game. Your choice not to finish me off, to keep me alive, I'll make you regret it. What? Is something funny? You intrigue me. Not even Dasha has ever said such a thing to me. What is it you can do, bound in chains and awaiting death? Or is there anything you can do at all? It intrigues me. I'll just have to wait and see. There is still time. We'll talk while I investigate this base. Dude, we haven't brought up Ato yet. I'm surprised. We will? The technology you have is fairly complex. It would be easy to simply destroy it, but so you haven't destroyed the revival-matic? It will take time to figure out your entire plan. Talking to you will stave off boredom until I'm finished. You're going to talk to an enemy? You're no enemy to me anymore. You're just a loser. So I'm not even worth worrying about then. Surely you want to know more about my greatness. I do, actually. Perhaps if you knew even one of my weaknesses, you could change your situation. I love that she's giving him hope. She's giving him hope just so that she can turn it into despair. Where have I heard that before? Now then, I have things to do today. We'll continue this tomorrow. Vashna's ended the conversation there and leisurely made her exit. I might be able to change my situation if I knew her weakness. That might be true. But what does this all mean to her? Is she really just doing it to keep herself entertained? I made a wrong choice. But according to her, it wasn't a choice that was important, it was your resolve. It was the way I handled making decisions that was wrong. Exactly. You put too much emotion in your decisions, and as a leader in her vision, those decisions should be fully strategic and cold, and you have to unanimously believe in them. Hey, Lunar Flurries. Hello, hello. This route is a pretty good one in my opinion. This is banging. This route, dude, this route is better than sex. I said it. Okay, this is like, so far, this is brilliant in every single sense of the word. Because somewhere deep inside, I believed I could just redo my mistakes since I had already gone back in time once before. Which means my decision to redo the past itself was a mistake. Exactly. Bro, we had that, like, if you go back to like Timeline 0, You have this like one decision at the very end on the last day. It's not showcased here, but you have like a decision here where you have to decide whether or not going back and past. And I thought that you could not do it. And I wonder if the game at some point will create this option. I wonder. You know, that's one of the things that kept lurking in my mind. I came back to this world so I wouldn't fail this time. So we could win. Yeah, it was because of your regrets. It's ironically because you didn't have trust in your decisions that you had to come back in time so that you could make decisions that you felt that were the right choices. I fought desperately during my second chance to keep that previous tragedy from repeating itself. Was that choice my first mistake? What should I have done then? Very interesting. Oh boy, okay. Interesting. We finished on a little arc there. Little chapter. The next day, Tsubasa brought me another meal. She waited silently for me to finish, and once again she saw it was done. I'll be taking this then.
Huh?
Hey, it's Tsubasa. Have you been sleeping?
Huh?
Are you worried about me? Of course. Tsubasa silently left the room without giving me an answer. I'm sure she has her regrets too. I'm not the only one. It only makes sense. Everybody else see her as a traitor.
Huh?
This room is rather comfortable. What exactly was it used for? Oh my god. Ponta. Are we gonna see Vashnas in a swimsuit? Is this where this is going? She really just appears out of nowhere. What do you want now? I brought you this. It's a fucking sun swimsuit. Oh. Swatte. Is that the right verb? Swatte for sit? I believe so. Swatte.
Huh?
You should be honored. It's rare for anyone to sit with my superior self. Even rarer to sit on my superior self. But we're not that close yet. And to what do I owe the pleasure? I wish for you to speak fully of your own will. This is mere entertainment to me. Entertainment? She knows I'm desperate over here. You know, oh my god. Oh my god.
I've come up with a little game. I'm going to ask you a few questions about yourself.
That's like a sick shot. Is this a reference to something? That looks like a reference to something. The way this is like composed. Drilling over Vashnas. She's pretty cool. I wouldn't, you know, design-wise, she's pretty cool. I still need to learn more about her to be drooling over her.
Each time you answer one of my questions, I'll answer one of yours.
Huh? You'll answer my questions?
That's very interesting, bro. The duck. The fucking duck.
Come on. I can't imagine you'd be truthful with me.
Aren't you intuitive? Right. I'll tell one.
Oh my god.
But only one.
Oh my god. Here we go. Here we go.
You'll have to guess what the lie is. How does that sound? Amusing, yes?
What happens if I'm right?
I'll remove your shackles.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a choice. Oh my god, we're gonna have a choice, bro. We're gonna have a choice. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention to this.
What?
A game without risk or
Maybe that's already the lie.
reward would be a terrible bore.
Although unlikely. Because that would just be weird.
Well, are you interested?
Looks like I don't have any choice. Are you going first?
No. You can go first.
I love the way they're voicing her here. That's amazing. I'm not sure what to ask her now that I've been put on the spot. But I guess it better be something that would help me get to know her.
Ah.
Do you have family?
Ah.
Family?
Ah.
Yeah, family. Even you must have parents or siblings, right? I mean, Ava's her sister. Yep. I have a younger sister. She's currently watching over the little girl who brought you your food. Huh? She's here?
Huh.
Yes, and she's a warrior as well.
Ah.
You don't have any qualms about making your little sister fight?
Huh.
Cowardly though she may be, she too was chosen by the power of God. Fighting is only natural. Yeah, everything seems consistent so far.
Ah.
No lies. You don't want to protect her from all this? Protect her? Nonsense. Those who cannot survive without needing protection don't deserve to live. Interesting. And your parents? Long dead. My sister and I were raised by strangers. We have heard that too. That's why she yearns for a family. How foolish of her to take in a child just as she was taken in. If I recall correctly, according to Ava, Veshna's herself is the one that killed their parents because they didn't agree to her tyranny or whatever. It was something like that. I probably have it in my notes somewhere. How foolish of her to take in a child just as she was taken in. Okay. The more I heard, the more I was confused. I initially thought these people were just monsters, but I gradually started to see them almost as regular people. But still, I knew Veshna's was abnormal. One question at a time. My turn. Yeah, Asakumi asked like 7 questions.
Ah.
Okay. What do you feel when you consume someone's power?
Huh?
Huh.
You killed Mervrim and consumed his power of God, right? You must have consumed even more in the past. That's how you obtained the power to go back in time, is it not? Sorry. So, what did you feel whenever you consumed it? What did I feel? Was it happiness knowing you'd become stronger? It was probably regret. A sense of inexplicable elation, like a new power was rising up from deep within you and surging endlessly. A feeling of omnipotence moving through your body as if you could do anything. Blissful pleasure as if you had become the power itself. None of the above. I won't deny it. I did get stronger. Do you know why the teachings of our God forbid cannibalism? Because we would just turn into monsters if we got addicted to that. To prevent rifts from forming between people? Quite the opposite. To prevent self-sacrifice. Interesting.
Huh?
Self-sacrifice? Yeah, how does that even work? The power of God does not always reside in those suited for battle. It isn't unusual for those who refuse to fight to be born with the power. Very peculiar too, because we know Mervrim is one of those. Ages ago, those who felt that way would offer their power to a single hero. Interesting.
And through the sacrifices of many, that hero obtained enough power to rival God. As a result, their governance was thrown into disarray, and the people lived through a dark age. Foolish, isn't it? Foolish? How?
If you were born with the power of God, you must fight. That is the duty of all who wield it.
That goes into the idea of choices and destiny, because I think that was a theme that was heavily explored in second scenario. Because I keep talking about this because I think it's one of the more compelling parts of second scenario. It's the idea that these characters had no choice in their lives. They weren't even supposed to be alive. But even then, something brought them to life. You know, these experiments, they were engineered into life. And now they're here. They have a will of their own. They can make choices. They can amount to something, right? And Nozomi is the only exception to this. And it's that interesting, like, I guess, conundrum and dilemma of their existence that wasn't even, like, they didn't have a choice in anything in their lives, that makes it all the more powerful when they collectively, unanimously make the choice to end the war in second scenario. It's a choice made from them, people who never had a choice to begin with in anything in their lives, collectively grouping together and fighting for something they strongly believe in, right? So here's like the other side of that argument too, where Veshnes is like, everyone who is born with that power does not have a choice. They are supposed to fight. It's their destiny, right? And it sort of plays into that same idea where you don't have a choice, right? This is what you're supposed to do. Borner created, both sides are only expected to fight because of their power. Exactly. They are supposed to not have a choice in all of this, and that's what Veshnes is trying to enforce. But what Takumi has proven throughout many timelines is that we do have choices, is that we can fight for what we believe in. We don't have to just fulfill what the universe expects from us. We can be our own selves. We can fight for what we believe in, you know?
To abandon that duty, and not only run away from the fight, but have someone else shoulder your responsibility, is unacceptable.
Yes.
You only think that because you're strong. Not everyone can fight.
That's true.
Untrue. To be one of the strong does not always mean being strong. It means striving to be strong.
That's also one way to look at it. I can respect both opinions here.
The commandments forbade the absorption of power in order to forbid sacrifice.
So that they would strive to become stronger.
The power would not abandon their duty.
But you violated that taboo.
Yes, indeed. I opened my eyes thanks to all of you. The commandments exist for those who swear their loyalty to God.
Yeah, but you don't submit to them. You are the new God.
But you have no loyalty to our God. Hence, you had no qualms about violating the taboo. Knowing this, I finally made up my mind. I am a great being who will become the new God. Taboo is nothing. No commandment can restrain God. But I don't see a sacrifice. I simply extract the power from the defeated.
Yeah, that's like the other thing you can think of, because they were gonna be sacrificed either way to someone. So she just, you know, in her eyes, she just steps in and take that power for herself to aid them in their own side of the battle.
If you lose, everything is
Yep.
taken from you. That applies to allies as well.
It goes into that war mentality again. But I digress. I believe it's your turn. Go ahead. Ask me a question. Let's see. Let me ask more about your family.
Do you love your sister? Is that what you're gonna ask? Okay. You said you were raised by strangers. How did you get to where you are today from there? I see. So you think having me tell you my life story will reveal something about me? Who knows? Those born with the power of God are chosen to be great warriors. Those are the heroes you fought. Heroes. Those monsters were actually heroes. Honestly, every additional detail I learn about them confuses me even more. They have parents, families, friends, culture, or history. They're just like humans. What exactly are they? Both my sister and I are heroes chosen by the power of God. The man who raised us was a very pious man. Pious, I don't know how to pronounce that. He believed deeply in God's teachings. If he felt joy, he was grateful to God. If he fell on hard times, he accepted it as a test from God. He said that the power of God was to be used to maintain peace. He said that was it was what God wanted. I wonder if that's Dasha. Pious. Oh, okay. It still makes me laugh. To maintain peace. This power is for battle. It's for the taking. It serves no other purpose. If this power is for peace, why would God give it to us? If he heard the voices of those praying for peace and bestowed upon them such a thing, then God has a cruel sense of humor. Wouldn't you say? Yeah, that is an interesting way of thinking about it for sure. Religion in many ways can be very messed up and contrived. Because like if you think about it, you know, not to like I don't mean to like I don't mean to insult any religion or anything. I'm just pointing out something interesting. It's like we, you know, in Christianity, for example, we tend to perceive God as this like 100% pure being of benevolent good. But then again, that God is the same God that completely flooded the entire planet during the Noah's Ark era and killed every single one that did not agree to his, I guess, his commandments, you know? So there's like some paradoxes there. You know, is he good? Is he not good? I think ultimately you're not supposed to question, but you know, you can tunnel into it and you see that it's not as black and white as it seems. Back to your question. I have a talent for combat. I was on the battlefield by the age of 5. That's such a vicious statement. The Supreme Commander back then was the strongest warrior of them all. Just like the man who raised me, he believed in God. He valued pride and justice. I found him completely incomprehensible. There is neither pride nor justice on the battlefield. If you don't win, all is taken from you. The more we hear about this, the more I think that Dasha is the one that raised her. Because she did say that only one person looked at her the way that Takumi looked at her. I think that's Dasha. I think the person who raised her is Dasha. I think that it only makes sense. I think it only makes sense. Right. There is neither pride nor justice on the battlefield. If you don't win, all is taken from you. If you truly want to protect something, you must win at any costs. It is the epitome of foolishness to invoke right and wrong when the stakes are that high. Interesting.
Some kids learn phonics, others go to art. Exactly. Some are pacifists, some are fighters. Very interesting, Veshnas. I really like what they're doing with Veshnas here. When I was younger, I believed that if I was in charge, the war would end sooner. And then what? And then I made it happen. I challenged our leader to battle and won. Then I became the new Supreme Commander. I had the power to reach the summit, which meant I had to do so. So you did it because you could. Interesting. You don't have any regrets about it? Did you ever think about the people who loved the previous Supreme Commander? What for? Then what are you fighting for if not your family or your friends? She's fighting for herself, bro. You have to wait your turn if you have to ask that question. It's my turn now. Let's see. What were you thinking when you killed our heroes, bro? She's like so interested in how Takumi is perceiving his entire slaughter, right? She wants to see if he felt the same way as she did. She wants to see if he's worth some salt, you know? Huh? What? Did you perceive them simply as enemies to be killed? Did you ever consider that they had their own lives? Lives? The only thing I was ever told was that they were enemies that needed to be defeated. That they were enemies of mankind. The thought of them having lives never crossed my mind. You're not supposed to think of anyone's lives when you're in a war. Because if you hesitate to shoot someone thinking about their wife and kids in a battlefield, they're gonna pull the trigger first, goddammit. So you're not supposed to. If you can't express yourself with words, so be it. Your eyes answer for you. You would use any measure to exterminate us. Laying a waste upon this planet, forcing your friends to sacrifice themselves to kill an enemy. You're not even aware what you've been doing is killing, are you? Does it feel like crushing insects that have gotten inside of your home?
Hey!
You're the one doing that. I'm not like you. In a way, you are. And what makes you different? Yeah, that's the real question, isn't it? Neither you nor I follow God. We consume others to grow strong and use that power to kill again. That again gets into the war mentality. There's no right or wrong side. There's no side that's like at there's like no good or evil. It's just war, right? Both sides are just like two facets of the same coin. All we believe in is our own will. We do it because we think we can. In the end, I defeated Daosha, and you turn back time. So Daosha was the other Supreme Commander. Okay. I'm not like you at all. I want to save everybody. And you'll be happy to annihilate all of us to do it?
The word enemy might have numbed your senses, but what sits before you is a living being with a will of its own.
It's so interesting how Veshnas is really trying to hammer into Takumi's mind the idea that what he's doing is just senseless killing of people who have families, who have lives, people who are just trying to spend every day just like the day before that, you know, but they can't do that because they're being completely genocided by by the humans. And the reason she's doing that one-off at the very least is to like really have Takumi, like fill Takumi with regret and despair so that she can have more satisfaction from toying with him. Because like she said, it's all entertainment to her. She just wants to see this man crumble. A living being with a will of its own.
Every life has a past and a future.
Oh my god.
War takes that from them.
Oh my god, what a fucking line. Oh, that's sick, bro. Wow.
You lacked awareness. Awareness of the fact that you're the one doing the stealing.
Exactly.
You couldn't beat me because you couldn't become me.
Wow, bro, what is this conversation? This is fucking incredible. Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. Because, like, Veshinus. Here's, like, the thing. Veshinus is completely aware of what she's doing. She steals. She becomes stronger. She overrules everything. And she's completely into that. She's riding that as a rush. Whereas Takumi sort of desensitized himself to that idea. And he just didn't perceive them as people. He just perceived them as enemies. So he couldn't have that same attitude towards making those choices like Veshinus did. He couldn't like embrace that, I guess, ruthless side of him, right? He did it because he was told to. And Veshinus did it because she wanted to. That's the core difference between these two. And it's so interesting because it's true. Takumi couldn't beat Veshinus because he couldn't be like her. He couldn't become what she is. He couldn't perceive this battle in the same perspective that she did. What is this conversation, bro?
Become you.
I will win the war. That's why I'm permitted to do whatever I wish. Just as no one doubts the work of God, no one will doubt me. You, however, constantly doubt your own decisions.
Exactly. Veshinus is intriguing because she believes war is glorious, but she also views it purely pragmatically. Yes, that's like what I'm liking about this. We're really adding a lot of depth to her character. And it's like that sort of depth that I think was missing from the game. And I'm so glad that we have a route like this. And I hope we get a little bit of the other commanders as well.
You think of what future lies ahead on the path you didn't choose.
Bro, these fucking lines, dude. Oh my god, these fucking lines. Because it's true, Takumi theoretically didn't choose any of this. He's just a pawn in someone else's game. He's just going along with the flow, doing what he's told. He didn't choose any of this, and yet he's fighting for a future that he has no choice in. He's just playing along. That's so crazy. God damn it.
So long as you have lost your way, your blade will never so much as graze me.
Bro, this might be one of my favorite sequences in the entire game so far. I'm lost.
No one ever makes such a face after listening to me. To most, the great words I bestow upon them are the answers.
Yet for Takumi, he seems puzzled at them.
They don't harbor any doubts.
Yep.
They'd never agonize the way you do.
And that's why he's so entertaining to you, because you can make him realize what he's doing and have him plummet down into despair. That was one of the later routes I did. And it took Veshinus from my character I didn't care about to one of my favorite characters in the whole game. Honestly, you know, she's not there yet at all, but this is making me really interested in her. Like, in a way I had never been in this entire game.
I knew you were worth observing.
Holy shit. Are you making fun of me?
Huh.
All I know is that I'm quite enjoying myself. Yes, and because of this, you get to survive another day. And if anything, it's really interesting because like Takumi being this indecisive, Takumi being this sort of loser in her eyes, sort of corroborates her being in the right. It's sort of really, I guess,
I guess, inflates her ego even more because she's seeing that someone who does not have her, I guess her beliefs and her way of doing things in this war is ultimately losing to her and her ruthless behavior. So it's like, if anything, Takumi is just serving as a way to, I guess, feel her instincts even more. Just then, I heard steps thundering across the floor. Overlord Veshnus, the device that houses the second coming is... Whoa, okay, she's pulling another Xanta on us. Okay, so you have a blade pointed to your eyes. And the device that houses the second coming is... What is happening? Veshnus swung the blade in her hand until the tip was pointed directly at the man's throat. Aye! I believe I ordered you to stay out of this room. Have you forgotten what my greatness has asked of you? Or did you intentionally violate my orders? I have to go, but I'll catch you later. Hey, no problem, dude. Thank you so much. It was awesome to have you here. Have fun. Oh, I'm sorry. Please. But Ava told me to tell you immediately. Eek! I asked you for an answer, not for an excuse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Tell Ava I'll be right there. Get out of my sight. I'll decide your punishment later. Understood. The men hurriedly fled the scene. I think that scene right there just tells everything you need to know about Veshnus. No one is above her. I'm sure that was a commander, but he was terrified. I knew she wasn't like the rest. I always knew, but now I felt it down to my marrow. Yeah, it really... She's pretty much a fascist in a lot of ways. I have business to attend to. We're done here. Wait, what about our deal? Deal? Oh, right. I wasn't expecting any interruptions, so I haven't lied. I wonder. I mean, everything seemed pretty consistent with her personality, so I believe that to be the case. We'll continue tomorrow. It's your turn next. Dude. That duck is traumatized. Look at that shitter. Bro. Veshnus was gone and leaving me on my own. I believed Veshnus was pure evil, with no tears or blood left to shed. After talking to her one-on-one, my opinion hasn't changed in the slightest, but the thing is, she has reasons to believe what she does, and she has results more than anything, and she is very cold and strategic, and results, if results are showing, then that's what she's gonna believe in. She has won the war from your perspective, so you can't really fault her. But she does have an unshakable conviction, exactly. She has power, so she uses it. She was strong, so she climbed to the top. She believes she's greater than God, so she becomes God. No doubts or hesitation. The others probably obey Veshnus because they're afraid of her. But I'm sure her total certainty gives them fate. As their commander who will lead them to victory. Yeah, that's like how fascist regimes are built. Are built on like this fantasy of returning to like a glorious past, of returning to like this of like salvation, basically. Like it's a leader who promises salvation based on a ruthless set of predicaments, and that's how they win the opinion of the people. That's how they get to the power. I'm not like that. In a way you aren't, but like, deep down, your actions have not been so different than that. It's just that you retain some detachment from that, whereas Veshna is fully into it. She's doing it out of her own will. I was lost. That's why everyone is in this mess.
You couldn't beat me because you couldn't become me.
Such a good line. But it's not over yet. I haven't given up. Which means I need to know more about her so I can defeat her. It's Takumi's only friend in there. Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, Takemaru. I'll put your foot here. See you later.
Hey, Tsubasa.
Huh? What is it?
Everyone thinks you're a traitor, right? But they just don't know what it really went down. I might have ended up doing the same damn thing myself. Even if you can't fight, it ain't that easy to just throw your life away. Nobody blames you. They can't fucking blame you. Probably no point in telling you not to worry about it, but at least try to not beat yourself up too bad. Anyway, how's Takumi? You doing alright?
Yes. He's with Veshna. He looks like he hasn't given up yet.
Got it. Then we might still have some hope.
I need to get to the next room or I'll be in trouble, Takemaru.
Got it. See you later then.
See you later. Kyoshika, I brought you some food. Lady Tsubasa! I know you can't speak long, but could you please listen to my request? Huh? Request? When I got thrown in here, they took my holy Jumonji sword. She means everything to me. Being apart from her makes me so anxious I can't sleep at night. I know it would be too much to get her back, but at the very least, if I could know the holy Jumonji sword is safe, I could rest a little easier. I know I'm asking for a lot. Okay, I can't promise anything, but I'll try. Lady Tsubasa, I'm indebted to you. I'm really sorry. If only I could have set off the bomb. No, you don't need to apologize, Lady Tsubasa. And even if we're been captured, at least no one's dead yet. So long as we're alive, we'll get our chance to strike back. You're right. Thank you, Kyoshika. Please find my holy Jumonji sword. Okay. How long am I gonna be stuck here? I need to find a way out. If this power ends up in Veshna's hands, humanity will be completely annihilated. I can't let that be your future. You have to figure it out for yourself. You're the one who has to make the hard decisions now, Takumi. You be the one who decides what form the future takes. There's still a chance. I can't give up now. The only thing I can take advantage of is Veshna's complacency. I need to find a way out of this. You need to pinpoint her lie to get out of the shackles.
Truly, no matter how much I question you, none of you break. Such a tightly sealed lip on all of you. Vashna's muttered as she appeared. Fresh red blood clinging to her hands. What the fuck? Blood?
Huh.
Relax, I haven't killed anyone yet. That means you tortured someone. This place is rife with fascinating tech. I want to examine it as much as possible before destroying it. Who were you torturing? I didn't bother asking for a name. Besides, you're all refusing to talk. Not a single one of you will reveal what it is you're fighting for. Could it be that none of you actually know anything? Could you have been fighting while ignorant to the truth? Yes. I have to assume so, given that no one's answering despite what I've done to them. Keep your hands off of them!
Huh?
Oh, worried about your friends, are we? If you have something you want to ask me, just ask it already! Your panic doesn't seem like it's merely a commander's concern for their soldiers.
Huh.
The motive seems more personal. Is there someone among them you're partial to? Shoutouts to Nozomi. She reads you like a book, bro. I see. So that's another weak point of yours, god damn it. You can interpret it however you want. Don't sulk. It amuses me to learn more about you.
Huh.
And it's all the more interesting that you're revealing it off of your own free will rather than being forced to confess. This really is a game to her. Now then, we should pick up where we left off, but this blood is unpleasant. I'll wash it off first. Immediately after saying that, Vashna's began to slip out of her clothes. Oh god, we're actually getting the Vashna swimsuit. What are you doing? We're actually getting the Vashna swimsuit, bro. That's crazy. She leapt into the pool. Show us. Oh wow, she's like fully naked.
Tepid, but quite nice.
Fully naked. That's crazy. Reminds me of the ghost girl. Screenshot, please. Okay, dude. You're the boss. Very interesting. Because, like, she's doing that to make Takumi uncomfortable. She knows that it'll get him uncomfortable. And he's toying off of his emotions because it's his, like... It's his, I guess, naivete that causes her to get the upper hand on him. Big moment of this game. Yeah, I was not expecting to actually get that. I thought there was a chance, but I wasn't fully expecting it. It also it more pisses me off than anything because we have gotten Vashna's fan service of all people, and we haven't gotten Darumi fan service. It pisses me off. But, you know, fan service nonetheless.
It's been a long time since I last swam. Strange how you never forget how.
Yeah, I don't know how to swim. I'm fucked. What is she doing? She's completely defenseless.
Would you like to swim too?
Oh
I
god.
can temporarily remove your chains.
Swim? With you?
Yeah, no shit.
Relax. I won't drown you. Suit yourself. By the way, that instrument of eternal warfare truly symbolizes your way of fighting.
Instrument of Eternal Warfare? Talking about FB?
Huh?
As long as your power isn't absorbed, you can fight without fear of death.
Instrument of Eternal Warfare. Huh.
But do you think a soldier relying on such a thing is truly mighty?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I think she's talking about the Revival-matic. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. I guess, yeah.
This idea that one doesn't fear death because they
Yeah.
can simply come back to life. Sure, one might be able to engage in risky fights that way, but no sword with that mindset behind it holds any real determination.
That is true. That is true. It's like one of the dichotomies of the Revival-matic, because at the same time, it's like using save states. It's like using save states on a video game, where like if you use save states, your skill just plummets. Like you just never play as good as you would normally without save states. It's just a fact of existence.
You must plunge
Because there's no
into
stakes,
battle
in a
and
way.
find a way to survive despite knowing you will die.
You mean to say we lost because we can come back from death?
In a way, because it weakened your resolve.
Yes, precisely. Your desire for a second chance creates hesitation.
And in a way, that's exactly why you went back in time, because you desired a second chance.
You cannot obtain everything unless you are willing to sacrifice everything.
That is true as well. I can agree to that. You have to make some sacrifices in your life. And it's that unwillingness to sacrifice things that caused this entire game to begin with.
Phew. All the blood is gone. I suppose I should get out now.
You can't really say that Veshnes is in the wrong here. Like, everything she's saying is completely true. Is completely true. And at the end of the day, Takumi is only in this predicament because of his own unwillingness to accept the sacrifices of Timeline Zero, namely Nozomi. Veshnes exited the pool with a satisfied look on her face, putting her clothes back on.
Huh.
No, let us begin. It was your turn, if I remember correctly.
Ah.
Yes. I can't keep letting her seize the initiative. If I don't find a way to throw her off, I won't have any hope of getting out of this mess. I know what I'll ask her. When I lost to you, I told you I wouldn't yield to you. And then you said something. You said there were another pair of eyes that once looked at you the same way I did. What were you talking about? Daosha, probably. Were you talking about the men who raised you? Why? Is that what you think? I'm asking the questions now. Aren't we feeling confident? Fine, you would be right. I don't know if I buy that, because she did say she defeated Daosha. And Daosha seems like the type of person who would look down on her like that. What did you do with him? Did you hurt him like you hurt us? Or did you kill him? It might have been like her first, like her original parents, right? Because we know from Ava's story, as far as I remember, that Veshnes was the one that killed them. Okay. That's a weird way to put it. That might be the lie. I swear to God, I didn't do a thing. That man, he didn't understand me. I decided to become Supreme Commander and did what I needed to do in order to end this war. That's very ambiguous. He denounced my actions, called them blasphemous. But if God wills us to end this fight, then whatever actions I take should not be deemed neither righteous nor wicked. That is true. It's like completely unbiased. It's just what needs to be done. It's just like you're just leading them to victory. That's all there is to it. Are you sure he wasn't just worried about you as your adoptive father?
Worried? You must have thought you were on the wrong path. Wrong? What a strange thing to say. If my chosen path was wrong, I would have lost. Not necessarily. When I was 6 years old, I decided to defeat Dosha. I did exactly that and became Supreme Commander. Okay, I'm convinced that Dosha isn't the man that looked at her funny. Then I defeated you and brought down your base. It's what I was talking about. Every single one of her results corroborates her ascension into godhood. It basically backs it up as if she's on the right because she never lost. She's just been winning. Yep, the results. That's it. Where exactly did I go wrong? The results speak for themselves. What happened to this Dosha guy anyway? Slow down, it's my turn. Everything's still at her pace, at her mercy. You've gone back in time. It's difficult to believe, but what caused you to make that decision? Given the anomalies brought on by the power of God, it seems to be an immutable fact. In other words, you're living in a different course of time than the others. As such, your thirst for victory is different from the others. You are unable to truly fellowship with your friends who you worry so much about. That is, in a way, true. Did you feel isolated despite being surrounded by them? Why would you want to know that? I guess it's not my turn. Yeah, I wonder if she wants to know that because she wants to see just how detached you are from your comrades. Just how, what exactly you think of them. Because you did choose to sacrifice one of them earlier on. So I think she wants to learn exactly just how far your attachment to them goes. But she's right. I can't really fellowship with them. It'd be a lie if I said I didn't. I alone know about a future unknown to everyone else. I know the grief of mourning their deaths and the agony of being unable to protect them. Even if I could tell them, I couldn't. And you fought all this time while feeling isolated. I'm not truly alone. We're all still fighting to the same end. But no one understands you, dude. She's trying to transform Takumi in her own image, right? She's trying to be like, you're misunderstood. You are better than them. You can rise above and make something greater than any of them could ever accomplish. You could become me, right? It's crazy. God damn it. I wonder if this route is gonna end with a fight between Takumi and Veshnes, alone, one-on-one. I don't necessarily want to be understood. We trust each other. And that's enough for me. I see. Is that it? Then it's my turn. I'm afraid we're done for today. It was a nice distraction, though. Are we going to keep doing this? When do we decide on a winner? Don't be in such a hurry. Once I know everything there is to know about you, then you'll die.
Put your life on the line to entertain the great Veshnes.
There was a smile on Veshnes' face as she left. What does she want to get out of me? She isn't asking about Last Defense Academy, or about our plan here, or the Exodus project. She wants to know if I feel isolated. Why? Because I wonder if she somehow sees herself in you.
there's many reasons that honestly there's so many ways that this could go. It could be a case where she sees herself in you and she wants to try to convince you that you should be more like her. It could be a thing where she's trying to like really get into your mind and make you experience a lot of despair so that she can crush you later. It could be a thing where she wants to fuel your desire to fight her even more so that you can have a showdown later that feels more dignified of her status, right? There's many ways that this could go. Whatever the case may be, she's really laying on so many truths about Takumi's predicament and his way of doing things and how everything is sort of a consequence of his unwillingness to accept the consequences of battle and sacrifice. And it's really sort of painting the entire predicament that Takumi is in a different light for him, and it's fucking with his way of perceiving everything, and it's awesome. It's really cool what they're doing here. Does she really only want to ask personal questions? What use is that information to her? But she did say something that piqued my interest. I swear to God, I didn't do a thing. That man, he didn't understand me. Oh, wait, I didn't pay attention to that. Very interesting. Because one of the... Wow, that completely slipped by me. Holy shit, that's like clever. That's clever because what she's actually doing is she's looking for understanding, right? She's like looking at someone who perceived her in the same light as that man, and that's Takumi. And she's trying to get that understanding from him, right? She's trying to comprehend the way that Takumi perceives her, right? She's trying to convince him, right? She's trying to convince him because she couldn't convince that man in the past. She's sort of amending that past regret that she has. Isn't that interesting? That is her one regret. That's crazy. That's such good writing. God damn it. She swears to God. I thought she didn't believe in God. Oh, that's what got your attention. Not only that, but she bragged about becoming the new god. Why would she say something like that? I'm still in these chains. Just as soon as I let out a deep sigh. Hello, Nigo. Mr. Sumino! I recognize that voice. Suddenly, oh my god. A secret hideout? Was Nigo hiding this entire time? Oh my god. Suddenly, a tile on the floor of the leisure lounge is slowly slid to the side. Nigo! Sorry I'm late. I wasn't sure where they were keeping you. It took me a while to find you. I thought it's Takumi. Why would she swear to God? Yeah, that completely slipped past me. What I was more interested on is how she painted that man as someone who couldn't understand her, and how she's seeking that sort of understanding. She's trying to convince Takumi of her own beliefs because she couldn't convince that man in the past. That's like sort of what spoke to me the most. You're okay. Dude, I'm gonna be late to work. I hope this doesn't go on for too long. When Vaginas and her lackeys got inside the school, Sir Siri hid me. Just in case something happened. So that's what happened. What about Siri? They took Sir Siri away and disassembled him. Aw. And it seems like they're trying to forcibly extract information out of his body. They're making Miss Tsubasa help them. Make sense. That's no good. If that information ends up in their hands, they won't have any use for us anymore. I guess it's a race against time now. What are you doing here anyway? You'll get disassembled too if Vashna sees you. Sir Siri has entrusted me with a secret mission for you. A secret mission? Sir Siri figured that since you were kept alive and confined away from the others,
Veshness must have some kind of special interest in you. Yeah, and that traces back to her pursuit of understanding from someone that looked down on her. I was listening in a little just now, and it seems like he was onto something. Yeah. For some reason, she's forcing me to sit here and talk to her. About that, we need you to cozy up to Veshness, and when her guard is down, assassinate her. Assassinate? Veshness is very strong. Too strong for that matter. But you can inflict a lethal blow just before she transforms. If you absorb her cryptoglobin, you'll definitely kill her. Sir Siri thought so anyway. He said it was our only option. But how do I find an opportunity to strike? I know she's not the type of foe who will let you execute your mission without ever suspecting your intent to kill her. But you have to find a way. Start by keeping her engaged in conversation and getting her to trust you. It's the only way humanity can win. I hear you. I'll do my best. I don't think we have much time until they get the information out of Sir Siri and discover the full details of our plan. You need to seize your moment as soon as you can. Please, Mr. Sumino. Got it. I'm going to go back into hiding and try to come up with a way to get everyone out of here. Wow, it just goes through the floor. With that, Nigo leapt back through the gap on the tile and closed it from the inside. Easy mission, easier said than done. Assassinate her? Was that really possible? She was willing to let her guard down in front of me because she knew I had no intention of attacking. You can use that to your advantage, guys. The minute she senses anything off, there's no telling what might happen. She's almost certainly the type that thinks about killing her enemies even in her sleep. But I have to try. Like Nigo said, there's no other way. I'm the only one who can get near her. I'll just have to keep talking to her and gain her trust. Then, when the time is right... Hell yes. That's so interesting, bro. What a route this is being. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call it here, but oh god, we're getting into the commanders. Oh, fucking Christ. Alright. That's gonna be saucy for next session. Gosh damn it, bro. That's crazy. I'm so into this. Like, gosh. Everything that you're doing with Veshness in this route is so cool. Like, we're really giving her more character. We're giving her more depth. And that depth is so interesting. And the way they're bringing all those thematic threads from, like, the nature of choices, the war, the fact that they have regrets, and especially Takumi's regrets are what caused this entire war to begin with. We're bringing up her past and tying that to her pursuit of understanding in Takumi. Someone, like, the only person who never, like, questioned her, right? Sorry, the only person that questioned her attitude. Just like that old man from the past who didn't understand her, and she's, like, looking for that, right? Sort of trying to amend that past regret. It's so interesting. Very well written. Best session so far. Dude, this session is, like, way more interesting than anything Comedy Route ever gave us. Slasher Route was interesting too, but it's not on this level. This is insane. This is really good. The best CG of the whole game. Not really, in my opinion. That was pretty good, though. We get some insight on Commanders and Vesh, which I love. Absolutely, bro. I'm so interested. Like, oh. Like, I noticed very early on that this was a route that had sauce, you know? Like, this was a route that had sauce. I was like, did Kazutaka Kodaka write this? And it turns out he did. I like the idea of traitor too, like how Tsubasa is being framed as like this traitor. And at the end of the day, like Veshness is using that to her advantage to sort of show Takumi that if he's not ruthless, like his way of making decisions does not guarantee loyal allies like she has, right? She dominates people based on fear, whereas Takumi sort of has more camaraderie, right? He's a more humane leader, so to speak, and that's like his downfall in her perspective. It's so interesting. God damn it. What a fucking interesting conflict of interest here. Hell yes. Anyways, boys, now we go back to the usual schedule. We're gonna come back to this on Wednesday as well. And then Friday, that's going to be like our 3 sessions a week. I might start doing some sessions in the weekends as well, just because we really need to get this game going, because deadline's approaching and we can't miss it by any stretch of the imagination. So, yes. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for being here. It was very fun to jump back into this game with a clear mind and get to experience the greatness that this route is being. And I'm very excited to see what lies in store for us. So anyways, yeah, good luck at work, Monsieur Tavin. Thank you. Good luck with your days as well, guys. And I'll see you around. Bye!